Hello everyone, Herping with Brigosaurus here again. Today we're doing well not the first because I did have all the shorts, but we're going to be doing an aquarium video. I have emptied this Betta's tank, and I'm going to be moving him to a way bigger enclosure because this is obviously too small. He is a baby he is a baby, so it's not too small for him, but I do want to upgrade to a little bit bigger, and then eventually upgrade to a 2 or 3 gallon aquarium for him. And I do need to get a light, so I'm gonna hopefully in this video I'll find a light or something for the goldfish bowl as well. I'm gonna be upgrading to this goldfish bowl I found for $2 at Goodwill, or not Goodwill. It was a thrift store. But the best way to find goldfish bowls is at thrift stores because obviously you have to smell and make sure they don't have chemical stuff in them because there is smell good stuff in a lot of these bowls. But you have to look and smell, and I found one and I got for $2, which is way more than you'd pay at Petco or anything like that. So I'm just rinsing it off and cleaning it, making sure it's good. Also, I found some other stuff at garage sales and stuff. I'm trying to kind of show you a budgeting way. You can't buy this stuff brand new, of course, but I got this. I got a couple of these little anemone things for $1, and then this little thing as well, along with all that. Also, for $2, I found Betta gravel. This was in this came from 2 Betta tank kits like this. I found it at a garage sale. And eventually, my goal is to get 2 more of these and connect them with a tubing system to each one and have a really cool looking thing. But for now, I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to kind of show you how I'm updating my Betta tank. First, I'm going to rinse all this stuff off, including the gravel. Then I'll show you the Betta in his new habitat. There we go. That should be good as far as cleaning. We're going to, of course, dry the outsides. I did leave a little bit of the Betta's water in there because, of course, you want to have all the healthy bacteria. There is healthy bacteria that the Betta's fish is used to. So I wanted to have some water that's familiar with, of course, in there. You should always do that. And, yeah. So, yeah. These tanks are not good for adult Bettas. Never use them for adult Bettas. And always make sure they're full. Of course, I'm doing this to change the water, so I did leave a little. I did take some out, but of course, he's a little baby Betta. He's like very small, so he does really fine in there. But I am going to move him into this aquarium. It'll be easier to maintain and so on and so forth. So yeah. Plus, I don't really like the look of this, but I will be doing that thing I said with adding 3 of them together. That's just going to be so cool. Anyway, guys, let me get these rinsed out. Of course, dry this off, rinse the gravel out, and we'll move the Betta. Betta tank dried on the outside. Obviously, it doesn't need to be dried on the inside because there's going to be water going to it. So let's rinse these out. Alright guys, that should be rinsed out plenty enough. So we're just going to stick that over here and clean. And we're going to rinse this one out. This one has a lot of dirt and stuff from it, from I guess the garage sale, so yeah. Alright guys, I think that'll about do it as far as cleaning goes. This thing shouldn't be too hard at all, obviously. I think something used to connect to it. It'll be a good little centerpiece or whatever, so let's get started. Done. Alright guys, now one of the harder parts, cleaning the gravel. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. I could just clean the sink out and put it in the sink or whatever, but yeah, I'll let you, you'll find out what I'm going to do. So I've been letting the gravel rinse and get in there, so it's looking very nice. Obviously these are big chunks, so they're not just going to go down the drain. I'm just rinsing it until I think it will be good enough. Of course, I rinsed out this sink. I made sure didn't have any leftover soap, grime, or whatever before I did this, because that would obviously be bad. So, letting this all rinse, and eventually we'll get to see our Betta tank in its full glory. So, yeah. Well, guys, I say that looks like a first-class Betta aquarium if I ever saw one. With the little anemone cluster here. And then I have this little thing sticking out here. It looks pretty nice. And of course I have those floating plants I'm going to be putting in here, and that's going to look really cool. So it's about time to move the Betta. I don't see why not. So yeah. filling up with water. Remember to use conditioner, especially if the water is chlorinated. This water is well water, but I'm still probably going to use conditioner. I don't have it on me at the moment, but I will be putting it in there. So just letting you know that always use conditioner when you're doing a tank. Even if it's well water, I do know well water is more safer, but you can still obtain trace chemicals and whatnot. Now I'm just filling it up a little bit so I know the beta won't be drowned. And I'm going to be kind of dumping that into here. Of course, I want this to be a clean tank, so I'm going to see if I'm going to try my best to keep that keep this maintained. I do have a 30-gallon goldfish, and I will show you that soon. So let's move this beta real quick. Well, guys, there it is. Of course, it's a little cloudy because I did put some of the beta's old water in there, and because I removed a lot of water in the tank. Most of the poo, for some reason, concentrated near the bottom. That's okay. That gives all the bacteria. It gets the water. Hopefully, he's used to. Looks really, really nice. And the beta is in the back there. I wonder if he'll get it. We can move this bowl to the front. But that never works. There you go. You can see him. He seems very happy. Of course, he likes the floating plants. So the old plants from the old aquarium, of course, you're going to be floating here. He likes that a lot. And the thermometer here is just going to kind of have to sit there. And I'm just going to have to turn it whenever I want to read the temperature. It's a little on the cold side right now, but it's not too bad. A little above 60 degrees, getting close to 70. So it's not too bad at all. But, you know, I do want to get a heater in here. I did find one at a flea market for $7. I'm going to go back to that flea market because I did hide it in a place where no one could find it. I want to go back to that flea market and buy that beta heater. And I don't know if I can get it in here or what, but I'll see what I can do. And of course, there is special filters designed for betas where it's not too much water flow. Oh, here he is. And as you can see, he's a little baby. Your just average red beta. Well, actually, they're usually blue. But, you know, yeah, he's doing good. He really likes it. He's, of course, still a baby. And he is a male. So, obviously, if he was an adult, he would have a bunch of fins. This is really nice. Way bigger for him. Hopefully, he loves it. And I'll give you all the updates. Of course, there is the food. I already fed him today earlier, so that's okay. He is a little stressed, but that's okay. Betas are very hardy fish. And that's one cool thing about them. You can't keep them without a filter or a heater. It would be better to have at least maybe a heater. Just make sure you change the water every now and then. You know, nothing too big, like every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Just depends on how dirty it gets. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I will give you a full care guide maybe later on in the future. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This is Herping with Brachiosaurus signing off. Go check out my other channel, Brachiosaurus27, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me.